Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Keystone Keys podcast. That good morning was to you, Adam.
Good morning.
Thanks for
Good
joining
morning.
us.
Oh, pleasure.
Hey, Lindsay. How you doing today?
Good. Good morning.
Well, first run with our podcast. We've done a couple test runs that you guys have seen online. Really comedy sessions, basically what those were. But, we're going to be a little more serious today.
Yeah.
So we have our top guy, the main man in the studio with us today. That's Mr. Adam Long.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going
Keep it
great.
real.
So,
Lone Ranger.
yeah, hashtag Lone Ranger for social media for anybody out there that's interested in anything with mortgages. So that's basically what we are doing. We have a mortgage company, principal broker owner, Lindsay Weber,
Hello.
to the right here. Top producer, main man, Adam Long, sitting across from me.
All right.
And I am Kris. I change light bulbs and clean the sinks around here. That's
We
what
got a
I do.
light bulb up there. We'll work on that later.
So, guys, what's going on with the markets? It's been a little crazy. Fed raising rates on top of raising rates on top of raising rates. How's it looking on your end?
Well, I mean, the rates have gone up. I'm kind of used to it now. It's kind of like gas prices. You just kind of,
Go with the
you
flow.
get used to it, but you can't let it get you down. You got to keep grinding. There's some great products out there to help people with their mortgage payments. It is unfortunate for some; they're getting priced out. But if some of the home prices are coming down gradually, not crashing by no means. It's
No.
like
Not in our state,
which is fine.
which is a great state of Florida, by the way. For all you
We're
guys.
starting to get homes. The inventory is starting to grow on the streets, which is good for our buyers because there for a minute it was tough. I mean, it was cash.
Right.
Our poor borrowers that needed financing were just getting knocked right out of the game for the most part.
A lot of out-of-state interests.
Big hedge funds,
Mhm.
whoever, Californians, New Yorkers coming down, selling their expensive houses out there.
And we welcome everybody to the state. We do.
Yeah.
So
I mean, but that was going on.
cool.
So so these rates, they
The
are going.
lenders are trying to help a little bit, coming out with some new programs to basically counteract what's happening.
Yep. Yeah. Like
I
Helpful.
understand our main lender, UWM, is very aggressive in that manner, right?
They are.
Absolutely.
Mr. The legend Matt Ishbia.
Yep.
You guys can talk a little bit about him if you want to too.
Well, I'm excited about the. Now, this isn't like brand spanking new, but it's being reintroduced into the market based because of the environment. The 2-1 buy down is huge right now. The reason I bring that up is before. I mean, you need seller credits to make this work for your borrower. Before, seller credits were pretty much unheard of because it was a hardcore seller's market.
So what exactly is a seller credit?
A seller credit is where the seller can opt to give a portion of his proceeds back to the buyer to help absorb some closing costs and settlement charges.
Okay.
So in this case, on the 2-1 buy downs, the seller would have to give up approximately 2.3% to maybe 2.5%.
So 2,300 every $100,000.
Yeah, because it's relative to loan sizes and things like that. So from all my examples that I usually run, it comes out to be around 2.2, 2.3%. So we're not asking 6% seller concessions, 4%. I think it's not asking a lot, and it definitely helps our borrowers. And I'll explain how that works.
Okay.
The 2-1 buy down.
Yeah.
So I'll just use a real quick example I have here on my laptop that I sent out to some of my realtor friends yesterday. So the example I used was a purchase price of $500,000.
Mm-hmm.
Did a 5% down payment, so I have a loan amount of $475,000. Okay, the 2-1 buy down works like this. So your borrower has to qualify with the fully indexed rate. In this example, I'm using on a 30-year fixed conventional 6.999. Let's call it 7%, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first year, your interest rate for the first year is 2 percentage points lower. So year one, you're at 5% for the first 12 months. So that's a monthly savings of $609.97 a month. So annual savings, that's $7,319 for the first year that you're in your mortgage. Okay. So it helps lower your payment. helps you get acclimated to your new mortgage, buying furniture, things, whatever, things of that nature.
These are all speculative numbers,
Yes.
estimates.
Yes,
Yeah.
I just kind of made up my own little example.
All right, cool, good.
And obviously year number 2, so your interest rate's going to go from 5% to 6%. So you're still saving $312 a month from the fully indexed rate of, let's call it 7%. And you're saving another $3,744 a second year. So that's a total savings over 2 years of $11,063. So the seller, this is where the seller comes in. The seller has to cover that cost. Okay. That equates to 2.213% of that loan amount. Okay. So that's where we need the seller credits to cover that. The buyer really, the buyer could pay it, but there's compliance. From a compliance standpoint, total points and fees. That's why you need your seller credits, so that we know that the seller paid for that and not the buyer.
So then they can pay the rest of the cost.
Right. And then, so the goal here is we all know that interest rates are cyclical in nature. They go up, they go down, just like the stock market. So in 24 months, we're predicting, okay, this isn't set in stone, that the rate should be coming back down, right? So after you're back to your fully indexed rate, our goal is, hey, let's refinance you into a fixed, let's call it, they go into the 4s, 4.875. I don't know where they're going to be, but that's the end game. That's the goal, is to get you refinanced into a lower interest rate come that time. But in the meantime, we're helping out by knocking down your interest rate for the first 2 years to make your payments, a little bit easier to maintain.
So saving money before you really start saving money, basically.
Right. This is a nice little,
In
Band-Aid in the meantime.
Very thoughtful of the banks.
So the 2-1 buy down is huge right now. But yeah, seller concessions should be the probability of getting them now, using your real estate agent to negotiate that into your contract, is probably going to become more widespread.
All right. So it's obviously something that you guys educate real estate agents on, correct?
Oh man, I was all over it yesterday. I'm excited about it because.
So do you guys have any programs that you're doing as far as like educating your real estate agents, your referral partners?
So actually, Adam and I did a lunch and learn at one of the realtor offices the other day. It went really well. This was one of the topics that we discussed.
How was that received by them? Was
Great.
Yeah.
Because they obviously realized that the market's definitely changing and we're going to see more of this. So what we've seen is that a lot of the sellers are like, okay, our house has been on the market for longer than it has been in the past year. So they're automatically thinking that they have to drop their price. So instead of dropping the price, let's help these buyers and give a seller concession opposed to drop the price. Because if they drop the price, they're only saving, I don't know, we'll say $50 on a monthly basis rather than them doing the seller concessions and save that borrower, what was it, $11,000 over 2 years.
Okay.
Right.
So it's definitely to the buyer and also to the seller, because they
it's a win-win
to drop it as drastically as, to make it appealing.
Yeah, we're seeing houses sitting on the market now for a month or more.
40 days.
That's the average, 40.
So this is a good way, like if the seller's getting a little, like annoyed, hey, I've been on the market for 40 days. What's going on?
Right.
This is something that can make the offer look more attractive to a buyer.
Okay.
So that's definitely why we talked about it in depth with our real estate friends last week. And I love it.
So do you guys have anything planned for the future as far as, educating real estate agents? Like, do you have more classes? You're going out to more brokerages? I know Keystone Mortgage Solutions is putting on a social media training event, which is
next Friday, October 14th.
October 14th.
12 o'clock.
That's the day after my birthday, by the way.
Happy early birthday. So basically what that is the company invites in business owners into the office. Our lead marketer, Reagan Weiss, who's not with us today.
You mean the one?
The one, Reagan, the one Weiss. I have it saved like that in my phone too. It's pretty funny. It's an old inside joke. But he's an amazing marketer. Teaches a fantastic class. Lots of great feedback from the last one that we had. It was a full house, 40 some people. I mean, it was like sardines in there.
Yeah.
And everybody took away something good.
Lunch is being sponsored by Miss Jennifer Verge of Remax Realty this week.
Oh, nice.
Sweet of her.
Thank you, Jen. We
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
Now back to the real estate training classes.
Yep.
What do you guys have lined up?
Well, I mean, we're putting it out on social media. Obviously, we'd like to be invited to multiple. We're not just going to barge in there. We want them to want us to
We're
come.
coming
We
in.
want them to want us to come. And
We had very good feedback.
and
We had like a little Q&A session, and we definitely got a good feedback.
So you've done a few of them now, right?
yeah,
More of a conversational piece, not like, okay, here's a
bullet
presentation.
points.
Yeah,
It
bullet
was
points
organic.
and-
That's
yeah.
what I need.
Yes,
I need
good.
it to flow like that. I want to hear what real estate's, what their the realtors, what their challenges are, because we don't see through their eyes every day. We'd love to know what
Yeah,
troubles
absolutely.
them when they're out there.
So for all you real estate companies out there, reach out to Lindsay and Adam here at Keystone Mortgage Solutions, and they'll come in, teach your guys how to work, sell houses, how to market, all kinds of stuff, and bring lunch.
Especially,
So, reach
if
out.
you have newer real estate agents that are just getting in the industry for the first time.
Coming in at a
it
tough
really
time.
helps. I mean, yeah, but I mean,
For them.
we got to grind. You just got to keep
That's it.
going, right?
That is it.
Well, we educate, and so did they. I mean, when we went to this last one, we even learned some of the things that they were experiencing to be able to combat, what they were seeing out there and seeing what we can do to help.
Cool.
Especially on loan programs. They had good questions regarding some different loan programs, which we were more than happy to spew information about.
Turn that off, Siri. I pressed the button on a Siri remote. My bad.
And it doesn't understand.
I think I have it set for Russian.
Yeah.
That's Vidanya.
So, yeah. I thought it went well.
Good.
And it flowed. There was no dead air. It was flowing.
Oh,
It
excellent.
flowed.
Excellent. That's important. You don't want to give them too much so that they're overwhelmed, right? And they're sitting there looking at you like a second grader. Cool. Get some video next time, man. Get some shots and some
I
video.
made a video. I
Let
made a
'em know.
reel once we went out front anyway. I didn't take.
I want to put it on that TV on the next podcast after you guys
Yeah,
do
we
your
need
next
to take
session.
pictures sitting
All
there.
right.
All right. So we do have to wrap this up. It's a really quick Q&A, little bit about what we do.
Yep.
You guys have anything that you want to add real fast?
Nope. 2-1 buy down. Call
Two-
us.
2-1
Give
buy
you-
buy down.
We'll give you all the details.
Yep.
Real estate agents, I'm sure you understand what seller credits are, but like I said, the average 2.3%. If you want to round up to 2.5%, that's awesome. But that'll make it work.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. Thank you to our guest.
Thanks for
Not that
having
he
me.
had a choice.
That's right.
Lindsay sent a text said, "Get your
Get
what
in here immediately,
Come talk with me.
which is
All right.
fine with me. I love getting out of the office or the home office.
All right,
to
yo.
this office.
Until next time, y'all.
All right. Have a great
Bye.
day. Bye.
Thanks.